Okay, so seen a flat here for 15 big blind stack. I think I'll just start with a bet. Clearly not. Well, I mean, we don't have much to go on at the moment, but maybe they're just flatted aces. If that's the case, we're going to get called. But they can have a lot of other hands here as well. I think calling or jamming is fine. If he does have a hand like Jack 10, 10, 9, stuff like that, I don't want a bad turn card to peel off. So just going to rip it here and get it in against a lot of those weaker hands that we are doing really well against, like 10-6 of hearts. I'm going to go for an open. Someone whose name I'm definitely going to butcher over on YouTube, Zelko Blazic. Hi, good luck today. I'm going to play live poker tourney in my local casino, hoping for final table. Well, good luck on that final table. What? Tell me what's the sort of the rules and protocols for COVID and stuff where you are. Like, are you all going to have to wear masks and visors at the table, or what? What's going on? I'm just going to go for a small bet here and go from there. Face a min check raise. I mean, I'd obviously prefer to have like ace 10 of spades, ace 10 of clubs, ace 10 of diamonds, but versus a min raise, I really don't think we get to fold too much. You should check a lot on this turn. I mean, I guess you could have 3 deuce, which improves, but the ace is generally just going to be better for us. And so now we have to decide, like, do we want to value bet this turn to get value from a jack? And maybe other hands. I mean, yeah. And if he ever has a hand like ace deuce, ace 3, we obviously get a ton of value from that hand. Jack X of spades calls, and then some other hands as well. And then on the river, I'm not sure if he like min raises the flop with a jack and then calls a big bet on the turn, whether he's going to call another big bet on the river. He can obviously have us beat already, have some sort of 2 pair, maybe a straight. So I don't think we get to value bet here, but could be wrong. And he has pocket 8s, so it's a pretty loose call on the turn, I think. I guess he just thinks that, like, when we call the check raise on the flop, like, what do we have to be able to value bet the turn? It's quite a narrow range, I guess, but might just be a fun player. I mean, the fact that he min raises the flop is pretty fun. We'll call with 5s here against under the gun. Face a squeeze. I have so many hands against this guy, so I don't know why I've marked him as a weaker player. I feel like we might just shout out to Biak12 for the follow on Twitch. We might just have the right odds to call here. If this guy is as weak as we think he is from our tag, then we get paid like a lot when we hit. He doesn't find enough folds. I suppose the SPR is going to be low enough where he shouldn't fold much when he has a value hand, so that's good for us. And I feel like he's going to play fairly honestly here against 2 players in a 3-bet pot. Oh, that's a nice turn card. Hello. Whoa. Versus the pot bet. This is a good sign. Shout out to 07 Melkin for the follow. And shout out to Surprise maybe, for the follow as well. And okay, we improved to a boat. So, yep. This is where the monsters under the bed come out, guys, and you're like, okay, he's just got 7s, he's got quads, whatever, like, but it's not like you ever fold, right? So don't worry about it. Okay, beat 10-8 suited. Great turn card for us, absolutely incredible. Glad we didn't fold pre. So face a 3-bet. Yeah, we're just going to call, and we're going to bang off the 8 of diamonds. I mean, I feel disappointed that it's not the 8 of diamonds, but we did hit set, so that's nice. On a pretty wet board, I think I'm just going to get this in and just hope he has like ace, king. No, not aces, kings, or queens. And hope not to get cooled by jacks or something. Okay, has aces. And, you know, it's going to happen sometimes. I'm not going to hold. This is going to be a good spot. Oh, wow. This is tremendous. Oh, hello. Well, okay. Shout out to Tom Sim. This is a Tom Sim spot. He's got one out. He doesn't find it. We have eliminated a player, and now we have all the chips in the world. Obviously, very, very fortunate. This is card distribution in my favor. We are now chip leader in the Bounty Builder 44. We have 241 bigs, 6x starting stack. We've won 2 bounties already. What a time to be alive. Here we are up against aces, so that's nice. Told you. But sometimes you just hit a king and, like, you know, that's how you do it, guys. That's how you do it. Shout out to Jay Sotomayor for the follow on Twitch. So see a 3-bet here. This player is Reg. 3-bet versus button open. Never, but tiny sample. 3-bet from the big blind. Reasonable. We'll go for the call and see what happens. Oh, hello. And we'll just call, and I mean, we don't want to see a club because it either kills our action or gives him the best hand, but yeah, it's fine. Jam now with your ace king. I think he jams ace king pre, so ace king suited, ace queen suited, hopefully not ace jack. Ace queen suited, okay, that's nice. Not a great river though, it's unfortunate. And this is an interesting spot because I really don't want to get jammed on by this guy, right? He has somewhat reggy stats even. Okay, it's good that he folded. So on the bubble, he should be shoving like ace-x hands, but I think that, you know, he's probably not. Like, he's just too weighted towards strong hands. Like, obviously he's jam like better ace-x hands, but he's not jamming the weaker hands that we want him to have to make an easy call with ace-10 suited on the bubble. So yeah, but now we flop top pair, top kicker. The decision between betting like a small bet here, which, you know, quart pot might be even too big. Given the 9 and the 2 are not connected, I quite like this. I prefer a smaller bet. I think on a flush draw board and where the 9 and the bottom card are more connected, I think we can go for maybe a bigger bet. But I think this is fine. Maybe go smaller than this, go like 1.2 for like 20% pot. We face a check raise, and yeah, just have a decision now between call and fold. Sorry, between call and raise, I'm not folding. I'm just going to call, I think, and turn a spade. I mean, he can check raise a 7, I guess. He now checks, which makes me think that he has like a 10, right? So geometric sizing here is going to be just under half pot. So that's what we're going to go for. The 6, like when you check raises flop and then a 6 comes, like he shouldn't be checking that often. Yeah, so like it's often going to be like a fold. Twitch is just the place to be, clearly, for poker. Okay, I think this player is, I know that's not his HUD. Okay, He's going to go small bet. You can call it a check raise. We have a gut shot. He's check raised once. So, I mean, it's a really tiny sample, not too much to go on. It's a pretty good turn, I think, because on this board he shouldn't be floating like ace deuce of hearts and stuff like that, like a paired board where he should be floating those hands. So I think this is pretty good, and I think given we got 9 of clubs as well, I'm going to go for the bet. If I didn't have 9 of clubs, I would just check. I do think this yeah, it might just be a spot where we can bet a lot. It's about 4x pot, so I think we can bet pot. So there's going to be 24.85 in the middle, and he's going to have, yeah, maybe we need to go a bit bigger. Let's go 8.5. We're going to shove like a 10, obviously, and we'll also shove the club. He might check raise. He might just check jam now with ace 8, ace 7, that kind of thing. And yeah, pretty rubbish river, but it is a blank. I said I would shove like obviously a 10 if we had it hit straight. But yeah, he's going to have like 8x of clubs and 7x of clubs in this spot that we don't beat if we check. You can have some combo draws as well, like I'm trying to think, because we have the 9 of clubs. But yeah, so like he has ace 8 and ace 7. He could have, like, I think he check raises king 8, king 7, 8 7, stuff like that. And we just have a lot of stronger hands on this board. So we're really just trying to get him to fold an 8 or a 7, mainly of clubs. It's a really nice play from him. I think he should be check raising king 8 on the flop though. But, you know, gives him an opportunity to very easily catch our bluffs. But yeah, I think he misses out on value by slow playing first, because we bet we bet small on the flop, right? Shout out to Coach Popovich for the follow. Okay, so certainly when we're shallower, king high board is going to be better for him. Here it's, you know, maybe somewhat similar. I'm going to go for a check raise, and if he checks back, I'm going to absolutely bomb the turn, as long as it's not a horrible card, which I can't imagine. Yeah, okay. So he bets fairly big here. You know, if it's a cooler and we've run into a set, then we've run into a set. But we can definitely get a ton of value here by raising. Shout out to Simulacra7 for follow on Twitch. And we have 10s over here. We're shoving, but we'll go back to this spot. Shout out to Dave Quinn 65. Okay, this is not good, because when a fun player 3-bets the flop, they just have a set. If you've watched the stream before, just quickly just go over here, 10s versus 7s. Let's see if we can hold. We do. That's nice. If you've seen the stream before, like, I always have like monsters under the bed, and I think they just always have it. I just can't think of a worse hand that he has here that he 3-bets the flop with. So yeah, if he has a weaker king, he doesn't 3-bet it, he just calls, right? He's too scared of like me having a set or an overpair or top pair, top kicker, stuff like that. So yeah, I think it's I don't even think that's a nitty fold. Like, I think it's just a good exploit. This is this is a more interesting spot. This guy's just shoved 33 big blinds, and we have queens, so, you know, good luck to us. Very much a spot where it's like, you know, it's definitely a call, but we've absolutely no idea what's going to happen, and that doesn't matter. Like, he has a7, hits an ace, like, that's it. All right, nice. That's tournament poker. Thanks for coming. There are like fewer things that can happen. So I feel like it, you know, in order to learn, right? Not to master. I mean, to still take, you know, years and years. But in order to learn, I think it would be. I'm going to check here. Yeah, it might actually be easier. But there's so much to learn in tournaments, like different stack sizes, different positions. You play 9-handed, 8-handed, 7-handed, whatever, 6-handed. So and then there's ICM. and lots of other cool stuff. So okay, we can go either way here, I think. We're in the money in the bounty builder 44, which is cool. And I think I'm just going to go for a call. And not sure about the turn. I mean, our options are like check jam or just check call. Shout out to Biscioni95 for the follow. Do we jam here? Like, what are we getting value from, really? Like, we probably just run into a flush a lot. He shouldn't have too many strong hands. Ace 8 and Ace 2 suited, Ace 4 suited, I suppose. So I think just give him a chance to bluff seems reasonable. Blocking the nut flush as well seems nice. I'm not going to fold. We could be re-entering this. He can have aces, I guess, but he shouldn't have eights. Twos, I don't think is a flat, it's maybe he has twos. But generally for 25 big blinds, like he shouldn't have ace king, ace queen, stuff like that. He can definitely have a flush, but we have the ace of spades. Now this is a classic spot of, they always have it. We just have a really nice hand to call off, so that's what we're going to do. And this time we end up chopping. We're going to rejam. We've got a flip now against twos. We'll take a king and a king. Okay, nope. We have aces here. Now we got folds the last time we raised it, but here we have $32.50 in bounties. There's loads of stacks behind who could call us. We actually could get it in against a guy who we cover and he has a $56 bounty. Let's see what happens. Well, this guy's got it in with 3 deuce off, so let's see what happens. Well, that is a fantastic situation. 56.88 into the bank of Gazelig, plus we're up to 21 big blinds. Here with Jack 10 suited, I'm just going to rip. Like, we can get called by worse. But when you're shoving into the big stack, you're just like, he's going to call with like anything and it could get really bad for us. So let's see if we can hold. Okay, nice. We do. Up to 24 bigs. Shout out to Garo MX for the follow on Twitch. Pocket jacks is a hand we're going to play. Hopefully this guy doesn't do anything crazy. Raise and a call. We're just going to go for a jam here and hope we haven't run into a cooler situation. Well, I mean, to be honest, I'll take the folds. Like, it's a pretty big win, right? Just to take it down there. Like, do you really want to get it in against ace queen off or king queen suited and be flipping? Like, I'll just take the folds. Do we call here? We are covered. The hand is connected enough, suited enough. Yeah, it's either suited or not, but it's I think it's just about good enough. Like, I think you should be folding hands like Jack 2, Jack 3, Jack 4, Jack 5, Jack 6 suited, honestly. And this might even fall into like wanting to fold, but I'm going to call it today. We're 12 of 13, so we locked up that next pay jump. So we won 170, $278, something like that. We have a gut shot here and a flush draw. I can definitely bluff later on, but yeah, I don't think we get to fold with the diamond as well. Like, he doesn't necessarily have to. He might not double barrel. If he does, we're just going to fold. Even though we have a 10 and a 6 now as outs. I might even fold like Jack 7 of spades on this board. It's only because we've got the diamonds backdoor flush draw that give us, potential to improve to a flush draw as well. Low Ranger MX, thanks for the follow on Twitch. So it's an unfortunate spot. And I think that's the kind of reason why you should fold more frequently in the big blind in those situations, because you catch a piece of the board, you go with it like to the turn, and then you have to fold, and now you suddenly go from like 16 bigs to 11. Like, well, yeah, so we bet flop, big blind calls, and they check the turn, and then because that happens reasonably often, right? Betting the flop happens a lot. Okay, we'll take a chop. 3. Okay. Well, that's a disappointing ending, isn't it? Okay, never mind. Yeah, so that happens quite a lot, right? So you bet flop, big blind calls, then the turn they check, and you have to decide, is this a small bet spot, big bet spot? Should you be checking? Like, what kind of hands should you be checking? What hands should you value bet? So if you're interested in that, definitely sign up for MTT Game Changer today. Go to mttpokerschool.com/game changer for more information about that. We're focusing on turn strategy. If you sign up today, you get access to at least the last month's content. So you get to see last week's video, which is focusing on the theory, and I introduce you to the concept of geometric sizing, the idea of sort of simplifying the strategy on the turn somewhat, especially in tournaments where you are playing shallow stacked, so you don't need to have like 95 different bet sizes on the turn. And yeah, go all the way through that. So yeah, if you're interested, check it out, mttpokerschool.com/game changer. And that's going to wrap things up, guys. Thank you so much for being here today and supporting the stream. Hope you've learned a lot. And until next time, guys, take care. I'll see you soon. And have a good one. Cheers. Bye-bye.